Hi guys, it's checkacola or Matt, and today I wanted to show you guys my first N64 game. So this is Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, and it was a player's choice million seller when I bought it. So I got the N64 I think like maybe a year after it came out. When it came out I was like 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old. So I did get it the year after. And this is the game that came bundled in with my system. And I definitely was not a teenager, but it says T for teen, ages 13 plus. I remember getting home, getting ready to play my N64. Boom. I had a CRTV, CRTV television, the old big box televisions, and it didn't have component cables. And I was out of luck, sad, angry, everything. But then in my town, there was like a small electronics store at the time, not like like a Radio Shack or like a Circuit City. It was one of those small places that has like off electronics. Like if you needed a component cable, they'd have a component cable. If you needed something like that, they'd have it. But if you needed something more specialized, like a Nintendo 64 like connector to catch it up to the old like TVs, I'll show you. So something like this, where it has the old, like, I'd say maybe analog in, analog out, I'm not too sure. You had to order it. So actually my parents, they ordered the N64 one, and it took a while for it to come. But when it came, I got right in this game. And this game was awesome for me. I remember getting to that. I remember getting into the Battle of Hoth when you're in the airplane, or not the airplane, the starship, and shooting everything, I think this is where my love for Star Wars kind of started. My first N64 game was Star Wars, and I couldn't get many N64 games. I never got another one for like months, maybe like 5-6 months later. I got another game, but then as I got older, I got birthday gifts, I got more, Christmas gifts, I got more games, more, I guess, like in the future. But first off, it was Star Wars, The Shadow of the Empire, and I remember there was different like levels and different hardnesses to beat it on. I beat it on the easy one, and I remember I got to the end and I seen like, find out if he survives, dash, play on expert. So I played through it again on expert, and I found out the ending, the true ending. So this is very unique, I'd say. This game has a couple endings. If you beat it on easy, you don't get the full ending. You have to beat it on hard or expert to get the full ending. The review of this game, you fly spaceships, you fly X-Wings, you walk around, you shoot, you meet some famous characters, and you get to fly some famous characters' vehicles, but you're not really a famous character in the Star Wars universe, which was actually kind of unique. You got to be like a side guy, a guy who's fighting the Empire, they're fighting everyone, but you're not like Luke, you're not Han, you're not Chewbacca, you're just like a side guy who's fighting the war, and you see actually his life as it's going on. As like a 7 and 8 year old, I was at the time, it was really, really shocking and interesting. But now when I look back at it, and I played it again, I think a couple of years back. Well, now, no, Jesus. Now it's been 5-6 years back, because it was before I went to Korea. You really get to see what the story they put into it. I think it's a really good game. And if you have an N64 and you like Star Wars, pick it up. Even if you don't like Star Wars, but you like old shooters, old third-person shooters, it's a really fun game because, again, you get to drive in spaceships, you get to walk. You don't really, I don't remember ever having a lightsaber, but you get guns and you get bombs, you get explosives. I believe you do get to drive some Empire vehicles, and you get to drive some Rebellion vehicles, but it's a really fun game. And this is my first N64 game I ever got. So, I'm filming here because I'm not at home, at my parents' house, just relaxing. The kids are being with their grandparents, kind of fun. So, what was your first N64 game if you had one? Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.